Hey, welcome to Good Enough Spanish. This is Rich B here, and I want to share with you an article I came across, very interesting, from the well-respected Cambridge Institute. Now, if you're not familiar with Cambridge, then they are a well-respected university and institute that does a lot of research on a lot of different things. And this particular article talks about the impact of language learning on the brain. Now, a lot of these findings are something that I always had a belief and hunch about, but this really helps drive it home because it's backed by science, research, and hard code data. Okay, now this is the most recent article I could find on the topic on cambridge.org. This was published back in April 2022, but the findings and the data and research still remains relevant. So let's get right into it. It goes to say, people learn a new language for all sorts of reasons: to work or study in another country, move abroad, or simply for pleasure. No matter the motivation, many students find that the experience of studying a new language enriches their lives. But did you also know that a language changes your brain at a physical level? Now think about that for a moment. A language changes your brain at a physical level. Okay, that's deep. It changes your brain at a physical level. So it's not just something mental, it's really reshaping your brain. Okay, gradually. That's something to think about on a physical level. Now, numerous studies have examined how learning a new language at different ages can make a difference to the way your brain works. They go on to say, let's take a look at how learning a second language affects your brain. Getting interesting? Stay with me now. Now, a neurological perspective on language learning. Let's dig into this a little bit more. They say bilingual people who have learned two languages side by side from early childhood have been studied by scientists for decades. They are keen to understand how speaking two languages fluently affects people on a cognitive level. And with the advent of MRI technology, researchers are now able to see on a very visual level the differences between monolingual brains and bilingual brains. See, there's a difference. There's a difference. Now, every brain is made up of neurons, they're going to say, which have a cell body and dendrites, which are, they say, the connections between neurons. This is what we call gray matter, they say. It's getting deep. Now, bilingual people have more of these neurons and dendrites compared to people who speak only one language. This means that their gray matter is denser. It's changing it on a physical level. It's denser. Now they say bilingualism also has an impact on white matter. That is, a system of nerve fibers which connect all four lobes of the brain. This system coordinates communication between the different brain regions, helping your brain to learn and function. Bilingual adults have increased white matter integrity. And read that again. Bilingual adults have increased white matter integrity compared to adults who only speak one language. Their second language experience actually boosts their brain's reserves. So they say, what about people who learn a language later on? Now, this is coming in and addressing people like me and you, people learning languages as adults or later in life, not as little toddlers and children. Say students who are learning a second language later in life can still benefit from some of the neurological changes that happen to speakers of second languages, no matter what level they're at. Having new experiences, novelty, is an important factor in forming new connections in the brain and strengthening nervous system links. These links and connections are maintained through regular practice. That's why I always say consistency is the key. That spotty practice stuff, it only gets you so far. If you're serious about the language, you need to be consistent. I don't care if it's just a little bit every day. You need to be consistent, and it all adds up. Like weight gain. You ain't seen that video? Be sure to check it out after this. Now they say studying a new language combines novelty with practice. For example, students learn new words and grammatical constructs and spend time reviewing and building on previous knowledge as part of the learning process. The combination is one of the reasons that language learning is such an effective brain workout and protects older learners against dementia and other degenerative neurological conditions. Okay, so language learning, this ain't just something to pick up some phrases or just because you may want to visit or live in a different country. Language learning has real health benefits, okay? Again, it's a brain workout, just like a physical workout. This is a brain workout and protects older learners against dementia and other degenerative neurological conditions. So if you want to keep your brain, we're all getting older. Okay, I don't care how young you are, we're all getting older every single day. If you want to keep your brain, not just your body, your brain in physical and good condition, in top shape and physical shape, and keep your mental capacity about you, language learning is a tool that will help you to do so. Now let's keep reading. But everyone can benefit from language learning. Everyone. Okay. It is arguably one of the most complex mental activities you can do. So, it's a powerful way to exercise your brain. People, and they buy these memberships, whatever gym, and they go exercise their body, they work out, they understand the importance of that concept. Oh, buy a gym membership, work out, do some bench presses, do some cardio, whatever. But a lot of people do absolutely nothing to maintain their brain. And the crazy thing about it, the mind controls the body. If you got a weak mind and your mind all cloudy and weak, good luck getting the most out of your body. There will be a huge disconnect. Believe that. Okay, let's read a little more. Let's review a little more of this article because, hey, if you're liking this article, hey, let me know in the comment. Leave me a comment below because I think this is some wonderful research and much needed article to highlight, much needed information and data. Now they go on to say how language learning boosts other skills. Given the measurable impact of language learning on the brain, it's no surprise that these physical changes are accompanied by the improvement of certain other skills such as communication, creativity, recall, and concentration. So we're not going to read all of this, but I'm going to go over the highlighted bullet points here. Number one, better academic performance. Number two, improved concentration. Number three, a more powerful memory. Number four, stronger communication skills. And number five, more creativity. Wow. So, hey, there you have it. If you're not convinced about the benefits of language learning and how it can benefit your life in so many ways, whether you're younger, older, whatever, this is more than just a hobby or something to do. Language learning, just like I believe, it has real health benefits. It's reshaping your brain in ways that you can't even fathom. Okay? It's doing something in there. It's doing something in there. So, I hope you found this article by Cambridge.org just as interesting as I have. And I will leave the link to this article in the description. And again, drop me a comment. Let's open this forum for discussion and talk about this subject. How language changes your brain on a physical level. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your feedback on what you think about this article. Let me know in the comments. And if you got value out of this video, do me a favor and reach out and smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe because you don't want to miss a thing. And until next time, remember, you don't have to be perfect. Just be good enough.